Hey, it's Patrick from JMP Cycles. We're going to take a look around at our customized Lowrider S. Now this Lowrider S is a 2020, meaning it's one of the new Milwaukee 8-powered Softail models. If we go back a little bit, the Lowrider S came out at the end of the Dyna era, had a huge following, so to speak, and they brought it back again in this Softail platform for 2020. And really, to be honest with you, we really liked this bike in its stock form, at least where it was headed. So this is kind of a light customization for us, but we didn't really want to take away from what the bike was. We just kind of wanted to amplify where they had started. Right away, this is kind of a performance-based bike. It's meant to be ripped, so we started there. A Metzeler Cruistec tire, some really sticky rubber for this bike, because of course, these bikes are meant to be ridden. We want to blast through some corners. You got to have a good tire. To kind of support those tires, we put a progressive 465 shock in here. Upgrading suspension is always high on our list, especially for a bike like this. And as you can see, we raised it up an inch too, just to give it a little more lean angle, a little more ground clearance to get through those corners. And we're huge fans of the Milwaukee 8 power plant, doing engine work to these. They just really respond to it. While we left the internals alone on this bike, we did, of course, want to get it breathing better and uncork it from the factory. So we started with this Vance and Hines Rogue intake here. And then maybe my favorite piece on the whole bike is this stainless 2-into-1 like upsweep slant pipe from Vance and Hines. And of course, when you change the air curve of these bikes in or out, you need to do a little tuning. We went with an FP3, got this thing set up just perfect. Other huge issue I always have with stock bikes is lighting. Stock bikes lighting is always super heinous. So as you can see, you probably from a wide shot can't see the turn signals on this bike. We went with the Kellerman Kuryakyn pieces here, tiny little bitty ones we put underneath these switch housings here. And then on the back, used the same spot, but just got rid of that big bulbous turn signal and went with another tiny little Kellerman piece on the back here. And Kuryakyn makes these nice block-off plates because this strut here is actually indented. This block-off plate fills it up perfectly. Around back, you always have the billboard style license plates. We've got a nice Milwaukee Twins lay down curve piece. And to keep that sleekness here of the rear fender, this Lectric lighting, thinner, lay down smoked LED taillight really does the job. And we went with a Lepera Kickflip here. They did a little bit of custom stitching for us, added that gold in there, but this Lepera Kickflip really holds you in there. It's a nice seat, of course, super comfortable. Now to keep control of this thing, we went with Biltwell's Alumicore grips here. I really love their Kung Fu grips and their line of like cheaper grips that I actually adore, but they came out with a higher end grip, and man, these Alumicore grips are nice. This is a throttle by wire bike. They make them for throttle by wires and cable bikes, but the Alumicore grip really kind of finished off the handlebar area up here. Of course, stock mirrors are generally also pretty gross looking. So PM took care of us with this Vision Aero series. They have this in an XL version. We just use the standard one. They kind of blend out of the way here, and they're super adjustable. You can roll them back and forth, bend them in and out. Very functional mirror that also looks good, and it's kind of hard to find in a mirror. Biltwell's Punisher pegs were just what the doctor ordered here. A nice wide peg, goes with the theme of the bike, and they're spring loaded, so if you're ripping through the corners on these new Metzelers with this nice shock, they'll flip up out of the way. We went with a gold kind of paneled paint job. Nothing too crazy. It is pretty loud, but it's loud in the right way. I thought this Lowrider S had to be black and gold. To me, Lowrider S is scream black and gold. They got to stay that way. Stock fairing, fender, tank, rear fender here, all goes really well together. Overall, I couldn't be more pleased with this bike. It's a true rider's custom. And as much as we love this bike, we're gonna get rid of it. And how we're gonna get rid of it is we're going to give it away. You can enter to win this bike, be on stage at the Buffalo Chip in 2020 for the 80th version of the Sturgis Rally, and this could be yours live on stage. We'll put the link in the description. Go click on that, and it could be yours.